Number one is leadership skills. Now, what is common in all of them? And I'm sure you all would say they are all successful, they are all leaders, they are all powerful, and they are all influencer. Undoubtedly, and they undoubtedly that of course is very true. They are also effective communicator and powerful presenter. Powerful presenter. Insolvency professional also has to be effective communicator and powerful presenter. And why does he have to be effective communicator? That means he has to communicate. He has to communicate because unless and until he communicates, people will not understand. And if people don't understand, they will not respond. If they don't respond, the work will not be done. So the insolvency professional has to be very, very effective communicator and also very, very powerful presenter. Nine steps to leadership. So they are all are leader. Insolvency professional is also a leader. So how do we understand by leader? Who you think is a leader? Now, in my view, a person, leader does not mean, in my view, leader does not mean someone who is occupying a board level position or a minister or a politician or having a high position in some social organization or in political organization. Now, those essentially are not leaders in my view. Who is a leader? In real sense also, who is a leader? Leader is one who is working to bring smiles and cheers in the life of others, and that person is a leader. सो लीडर का मतलब वो नहीं है कि जिसका फोटो में अखबार में फोटो छपे. लीडर का मतलब ये नहीं है कि जो टीवी पे बार बार आए. लीडर का मतलब ये है कि वो आदमी जो कि लोग औरों के जीवन में डिफरेंस, पॉजिटिव डिफरेंस लाने के लिए काम करता है. दैट इज अ लीडर. व्हाट डू लीडर्स डू? वेरी सिंपल. लीडर्स डोंट डू different things, don't do differently. Leaders do right things and in right way. तो लीडर क्या करता है? लीडर वो करता है जो कि उसको करना चाहिए. एज एन इंसॉल्वेंसी प्रोफेशनल, योर जॉब इज टू टर्न दैट कंपनी अराउंड एंड डिवोट योर सेल्फ टू दैट जॉब. इफ यू आर डूइंग दैट जॉब, यू आर अ लीडर. But instead of that, if you are trying to find as to how can I make more money by doing something here or something there, then you are not being a leader. And as a matter of fact, unfortunately or incidentally, we all know there are so many reported cases where insolvency resolution professional disciplinary actions have been taken by the regulators. So obviously the people against whom the disciplinary actions have been taken are not leaders. So leaders are the ones who are truly working for insolvency resolution. What is leadership? Leadership is very simple. Doing your job correctly is leadership. What are the two most important traits of a leader? Two most important trait of a leader. Number one is he is a giver. He is a giver. He is a giver. And number two, he is more concerned about others and not concerned about himself. So these, in my view, are the two traits of a leader. What is the purpose of leadership? The purpose of leadership is to make difference, make positive difference in the life of everyone. Purpose of leadership is to make this world a better place to live today than what it was yesterday. That is what is purpose of leadership. Are leaders ordinary or they are extraordinary people? Now, in my view, leaders are ordinary people. The only thing is, with the passage of time, the kind of work they do over the years, the work gets so much accumulated, their achievements become so much accumulated that people start finding them as extraordinary. So leaders are ordinary, but because of the work that they do, they are perceived to be extraordinary. Are leaders born or made? Now, in my view, leaders are born and leaders are also made. So it's not that leaders are only born. Leaders can also be made with the necessary training, education, attitude, approach. With this, even the ordinary people can also become leader. Do leaders make mistakes? I am sure leaders would definitely be making mistakes because if you don't make mistake, then you become God. So leaders will definitely be making mistake. The only thing is, leaders don't make mistake deliberately. Leaders don't make mistake intentionally. Leaders don't make mistakes knowingly. Judgment can go wrong, and that's where a leader may go wrong. But leaders will not make a mistake knowingly, intentionally. And finally, should a leader have a personal ambition? Now, my understanding is, if a leader has a personal ambition, then he is not a leader. A leader has a personal ambition, then he is not a leader. A leader is someone who is working for the betterment of everyone. Leader is one who is more interested in giving and not interested in taking. Now, these are the leadership. Now, friends, all of you, as the insolvency resolution professional, need to ask yourself as to where do you fit on this test of 9 questions. And then, of course, you can work out your strategy and approach as to how to make sure that you tick all the 9 boxes in future. Planning and organizational skills.